wouldn't be able to run without our volunteers. We have a very small staff of 11, 7 full-time and 4 part-time. Boy, I hope that math adds up.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, 7 is 4. It's been about 16 years since I was first introduced to the Ronald McDonald House in Providence, and since then I've gotten to know the people, the staff that are there, the volunteers, and the great work that they do. And you can be part of the work that they do by supporting the many different events they have going on throughout the year. The biggest one of the biggest ones, is their annual golf tournament coming up in July. And from the Ronald McDonald House, Nicole Anderson, thank you so much for hopping in the car. We switched it up. Usually we do these rides when it's like downpouring, potential blizzard. I said, let's do something different. Let's go when it's actually nice out and right in time for the start of summer in May.
Isn't that great? It was just like fall yesterday.
It was brutal, but great to have you here. You know, it's funny because my first interaction with the Ronald McDonald House was 16 years ago. That's right around the time your first interaction was with the house. How did you first come to get to know the house?
I got to know the house because we had to use the house.
Okay.
After my second daughter was born.
Okay.
So didn't know what the house was. You know, had my ideas because everyone here at the Ronald McDonald House knows the name. So we were. I was basically sleeping in the waiting room at the hospital, and she was down in the NICU, and one of the social workers asked if I checked out the Ronald McDonald House, and I'm like, I have a house, you know, I have a home, I'm 20 minutes away, I just choose to stay here. She's like, well, just go check it out. And I checked it out, and, you know, it was totally, you know, what I didn't think it was. It was, you know, extremely clean, private bedrooms, private bathroom, exactly what I needed, and it was steps away from the hospital, literally across the street from Women and Infants Hospital.
Sure.
So I was able to, once there was a waiting list, but once a room opened up, I was able to stay there. My husband and my oldest daughter were able to come down, and we were able to stay together. And, you know, if I was needed over at the hospital, I'd get a call, and I'd be, you know, over within minutes. So that was 16 years ago, 16 years, 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's,
very healthy 16-year-old.
That's the way a lot of people come to know the Ronald McDonald House. Is you don't think about it until you need it.
Right.
And it's kind of the same perception you had. Okay, yeah, I saw little drop boxes over at a McDonald's location, or you may have seen the Big Red Shoes logo, or the you just heard about it in the 80s into the 90s and such. But it's really the one in Providence. You mentioned a waiting list. Since then have undergone, what, 2 expansions or 3?
3 expansions.
Yeah.
Our largest of which was closed 2 years ago. We went from 18 bedrooms to 28 bedrooms. We had a $5 million campaign. Closed the campaign, opened full occupancy, 28 bedrooms in October of 2016.
Wow. And it's one of those places where you wish you didn't have to have it, but circumstances present themselves. And it's also a testament to the local hospitals and care that we might take for granted here in Rhode Island and southern New England, that there are people literally traveling from all around the world to have services or treatments provided to them from the doctors and the nurses and the staff at Women and Infants Hospital or Hasbro Children's Hospital, or some of the other, Rhode Island Hospital, or some of the other places that are surrounding areas. So if you've never been, folks, please reach out to them. Go take a tour of this place. It'll change your whole perspective on the care that's delivered in the area. But also, if you're looking to get involved, you got plenty of events happening, and that's where you step in as the executive director of development and all fun things. I just added the title, Michael. If you could just float that in there somewhere, that'd be great. Michael Phantom, the executive director.
Executive director,
yes,
CEO.
He is really from New Jersey, even though he's got a Scottish or
I say Irish,
Icelandic accent or something. I don't know, but. We love you, Michael. But talk to me about the golf tournament that's coming up, because that is a huge event.
Huge event. It's a great event, great opportunity for the house. we really run as a grassroots organization here in Rhode Island.
Right.
We have a huge name, Ronald McDonald House, so it kind of works as a catch-22 for us because we have the equity in that name, but we also have folks thinking that we're fully funded by McDonald's, which is not the case. We have a $1.5 million budget. About 9% of that comes from McDonald's, and we're so very thankful for that. But the other funds come from, many different avenues, including events. And our golf tournament is a fantastic event. It's hosted by Grampy's Charities.
Yeah.
Grampy's Charities absorbs all the costs for the house.
Yeah.
So 100% of the proceeds from sponsorships and foursomes comes right back to the house.
When you meet Jim, when you meet Jim, you'll know, and you'll just see why, and just how that was never probably a second thought in his mind, in putting these events that he does, and obviously, Ronald McDonald House being the beneficiary of this tournament. And where does the event happen?
The golf tournament, it's a 2-day event.
Okay.
It's July 23rd and 24th.
Okay.
It's actually a few events wrapped into one. So on the 23rd,
because it just can't be simple one thing. It's like the women. It's like the women's race. There's a kids race. There's a family day. There's a climate.
We like to.
We'll talk to you that in October. But this is July, and where is it at?
It's at Lake of Isles at Foxwoods Resort.
Okay, yeah. So gorgeous course.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I've golfed it. I've golfed it.
Really?
I've got,
they don't let me on the golf course.
Sometimes they pull me in if they need a plug in for a foursome.
There you go.
Not as,
Gotta love it when that happens, right?
Yes.
Love the thought, but
Put my clubs in the car every event, just in case.
Yeah.
So it is a lovely course, challenging. So Monday, folks come in. We have a 5K because we have Robbie's run.
Okay.
5K.
Right.
So if you're not a golfer and you want to run, or you want to come with a golfer but you run, you can run on Monday.
All right.
And then Monday evening we have our golf gala at Ballo, and that's at Mohegan Sun. So it's just a short trip down the road. Ballo restaurant, it's fantastic. We've had it there for the past couple of years. It's worked out phenomenally. And then folks will stay overnight at Mohegan Sun. In the morning, you wake up, you head over to Lake of Isles. We have shuttle service to Lake of Isles, and you're there for breakfast, and you hit the links at 8:30.
So let's think of some creative ways that people and businesses can get involved, okay? Because you want to register now for your team, because that does sell out.
It does.
If you are a business owner and maybe you're not a golfer or you don't have the ability to, maybe it's a great way to take care of some of your top employees.
Exactly.
Or a client.
Exactly.
This is a great way to get
foursome, and you're giving them this great experience. It's a lot of the golf tournaments, and I'm not knocking any of them because I think they're all great.
Sure.
But a lot of golf tournaments, you go out, you golf, you have the dinner, and then you're gone. But this is runs over a couple of days, so it's like you're really immersed in it, and it's a great networking opportunity for your folks. So you purchase a foursome. If you're not a golfer, send either some clients, send some employees. It's a great nod to some work that your employees do. We have several levels of sponsorship opportunities, starting at $500 for a whole sponsor, and then we have $3,500 for a foursome, and up from there.
You have the $1 million sponsorship as well?
Yes, and I'm reserving that for you.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, fair enough. When people stay at the house, here's the thing people may not know is it's not like, you check out and you get this monster bill.
No. Families are asked for a $10 a night contribution.
Right.
No one is ever turned away if they can't afford that.
At any hotel, you can't pay $10 and get an orange juice delivered to your home for room service, let alone an entire night stay.
Exactly, and the house is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's fully furnished by Cardi's Furniture.
They're in their Paw Sox uniforms back there.
That we'll talk about in a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, because we got a game coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we have a little segue. But it's a beautiful. It's very clean, thanks to our volunteers. We have, over 130 regular volunteers that come in daily. They clean the house. The house is impeccable, and that's one thing folks say when they come in for a tour, that they're just blown away by how clean it is and how homey and comforting it is.
Sure.
And it's it's a non-clinical environment, which is what we wanted for the families.
It truly is, and the volunteers. You can't say enough about the volunteers because they take it so seriously. It means the world to them. They understand the weight that some of the people who are staying there are currently carrying.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference.
It does.
To just the overall atmosphere and the environment that it is in the house.
Right, and a lot of our families, they write thank you notes, and a lot of it they're saying how thankful they are to have the volunteers there, just to even be able to talk.
Sure.
To share what's going on with them. Our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to run without our volunteers. We have a very small staff of 11, 7 full-time and 4 part-time, and boy, I hope that math adds up.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's 4. That works. But this is really a call if you are looking for a great opportunity to volunteer.
That's right.
And you don't even have to do a weekly thing. You have the meal program where you can get your whole office involved or organization to cook a meal there in the house.
That's right. Every night we have a home cooked meal. We have different organizations that sign up for the meal prep program, and it's a great opportunity for these organizations to have an offsite and team building experience. Sure. And we have folks coming in from CVS, Citizens Bank, Hasbro, Cox Communications. We have families come in. We have many groups come in, and they just keep coming back because they get so much out of the experience. So they're asked to prepare a meal for the families. We say around 35 folks, and they put the menu together. They do the shopping. So it's really seeing different people that you're working with, but maybe when you're in the work environment, you're doing the same thing. You're in the same roles every day.
Sure.
But different skills might come to the surface when when you're put into a different situation. That's what a lot of these people find.
It's one of the best team building opportunities out there.
It really is. It really is.
And it doesn't cost you anything except for the food. I mean, you think of some of these. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's great courses out there. The ropes course and all these different team building things you can do. This is something where you're really doing an amazing thing to help, and you're right. It all of a sudden you realize that somebody has this amazing skill in cooking, or you just learn different things about different people. We've got a Paw Sox game coming up.
We do, June 23rd.
Take me out to the ball game.
That's right.
June 23rd. That's my parents' anniversary, so I may have to get them tickets.
Are you going to give a shout out?
I'll have to give them tickets as their anniversary present. Here you go. Mom, Dad, come on down.
Nice.
So it's a beautiful thing.
So you'll be doing the commentating?
I will be there using the pipes of the golden pipes to announce. And so if people want to come to the game on June 23rd.
So this is a situation. We have a situation.
All right.
It's a good situation.
Okay.
So we have a link on our website. If you go to our website, you go to the events page, we have a link and for the Paw Sox game on June 23rd. If you purchase your ticket through that link, you purchase a $10 ticket, $5 of it comes back to the house.
All right.
In addition, you get $2 of it to use for a concession stand.
Ooh, merch.
I mean, why wouldn't
cred.
you? Yeah.
You got cred on the ticket there, so you can use it, or the team store and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
That's a great deal. So $10 for a ticket.
$10 for a ticket. $5 comes back to the house. It's general admission. There's fireworks at night. I think it's a Beatles fireworks at night.
Oh, all you need is love. Well, listen. Let me tell you, that is a huge night. You've got to get these tickets early because it will sell out.
Good to know.
You want to hop on these tickets right now, folks.
You heard it here.
Absolutely. I know things.
He knows things.
I know a few things. Not a lot. I know a few things.
He knows a few things well.
So we got the Paw Sox game on the 23rd of June. We have the golf tournament coming up in July. This is going to be a very busy summer for the Ronald McDonald House. Folks, if you haven't had a chance to check them out, go to their Facebook page, go find them online, like them, follow them, share it with your friends because you never know. Somebody may have stayed there or may need that resource, and you can be that connection. So that's awesome to really facilitate this.
Right.
So, Nicole, thanks for coming in the car. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And
as always.
we're going to end it now because it's such a beautiful day. I'll let you go. You just take the rest of the day off. Go to the beach or something.
Thank
go
you. Hear that,
chill.
Michael?
Absolutely, Mike.
Ben
once again,
said.
absolutely.